Hello, Team 19. Mr. Serpico, just doing a little instructional video for parents and families and tutors of Team 19 members. So today's the day where I went home for sick children. I'm running my kids to the doctor. We had our math assessment today, and tomorrow we've got our big STAR assessments. I did a video a while ago, and I think I promised a few of you another one. So let me show you a little bit at home about how to access some things. So you go to Clever, double click Clever, and log in with your Radner ID. Now we're just waiting for the dashboard to load with all the different apps and programs. So over here, I can see who's logged in today, who's logged into Clever. So these are the students that have had an opportunity to do so. So every day I'm able to see, again, if students were able to log in and access things, and it's one way for me to know if the technology is working. If there's a student who's working remotely for some reason, doing homework at home, I'm able to check that way. Just log in through Clever. So these are our apps on our dashboard, so to speak: Extra Math, Nearpod, Quizzes, Newsella, Learning A to Z, Typing Pal, which we haven't used yet, Khan Academy, TCCI. This is the social studies platform. So I know there are a couple parents that were curious about this. It's called Social Studies Alive now, but you can go in and you can see every chapter. They call them lessons. And I could see my class. I can see again who's logged in and what kind of activity is happening now. Because I don't teach social studies, I don't give a lot of assignments here. But it's a pretty great platform to use at home. You've got vocabulary cards you can study, video library. It looks like there's content. These are all the chapters. They're called lessons. American Revolution, the units. If I go back to dashboard, you can read a text, and the text has audio support.
United States. What can geography teach us about the United States?
So if a student has trouble with reading or comprehension or sight words, this would be a good
introduction. Before you study the history of the United States,
this would be a good guide to pull them through the text, and you can listen to the text as you read it. Okay, that's available for every chapter at any time, so they can access at home through the Teach TCI platform. They can highlight, they can save things to a drive, show notes, they can see what the main ideas are. It'll actually tell you what the main ideas are of the paragraphs. Okay. And then you could change by chapter. So that's lesson 1. We've studied the Constitution, Bill of Rights. That's what we'll get to, but to declare independence or not, Declaration of Independence, American Revolution. If they click on lesson 13, there's the digital chapter with reading support. So that should cover TCI. Let's go back to Clever and let's look at Schoology. So if you go into Schoology, you go into, they have a dashboard that shows all their courses. This, of course, is our course. And for instance, today I had morning work. I have a folder there. They had activities that they could do to start the day. They had a Nearpod student pace fractions and mixed numbers practice. They had a Nearpod student pace dividing fractions by fractions. So they could work. I actually let them work with a partner on that today, and they just did the practice activities and it grades them right away. And this is another chapter 4 practice test I have available. I'm going to make this available all week. The kids can take it up to 3 times. So kids that weren't happy with their test results, this would be a good way to review and practice. And if there's a tutor at home or a math whiz at home that provides a math support, feel free to do that together. If you want it more than 3 times, I could change the number of times the students are able to access that. Of course, I'll go over it in school, and I think I even have some videos for how to do some of these problems that I'll send home, if that's helpful. All right, so back to the main dashboard of our Schoology page, and I just want to show you, if you go down to math, you've got all the chapters here. So this is chapter 4, which we just finished, chapter 3, chapter 2, chapter 1. I should probably name them all more consistently, but over the years, I've named them and then I've imported them into new cohorts. So I'll go back and clean that up. I tell the kids always working on myself too. So here's chapter 4, which we just finished. So if you look in here, there's the enrichment packets, extra practice. That's the homework packet. If they ever forget, it's available. Lesson challenges by lesson. A lot of these are PDFs, so you could print them out and do them at home. And there was even a practice test there. It's the same one that I showed you earlier in this video. Okay, but any of these are great resources for parents and tutors to access at home. I find the easiest ones to do at home as a parent are the reteaches, because they're a little bit less complex and they focus really on the basic skill. And there's sometimes even a little more modeling and examples with the thought bubbles that the characters possess. There's a lot more visuals that go along with it. Okay. So now that we've seen the math folder in Schoology, you could see the next chapter is chapter 5 algebra. So if you click on that, again, here's everything you need for chapter 5. It's all there. So if you're ever looking to support at home, I know many of you are doing a great job of that. I appreciate it. The kids benefit from it because school's hard and there are some gaps in our learning, and we're fixing them one day at a time, 1% better, we say. So I just wanted to take you on a quick tour of Schoology resources that you have available. The students have access to it, and I have all these other folders with various things that you could check out. And then previous units, I put them in a folder, so things we're not using anymore. I just try to clean up my page and remove things that no longer are needed. Here's the ELA folder. So these are all things for reading, writing, grammar, resources, links, and activities. Okay. So hope this is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck with these platforms, Schoology and Teach TCI.